Hey guys, what's up? Hope everything is good. Now, it's been a few weeks since I last reported on my matchmaking adventures. There's been a few reasons for this, but the main ones are that in the last video I got Global Elite in a very unceremoniously disappointing way because I played one random game and got Global Elite after only a few games into my series, which I didn't want, but anyway, there's not much point in playing matchmaking after getting Global Elite at the moment because it is a bit of a mess, to be quite frank, which is what this video will focus on. So instead, me and my friends have been playing Face It just for fun recently, and it was actually down one night because of a Steam update, so we decided to jump onto matchmaking and see what was waiting for us. So game number 1 here on Dust 2, we lost a pistol round and the following full eco round. So a good start for the enemy really, nothing for them to be too depressed about. So after that we put a few rounds together and they pulled one back as well, making the score in just a second 9-3 in our favour. So not massively one-sided, and no one on our team was playing amazingly well and no one was playing amazingly poorly. We all had very similar scores. Now in the round just before this one on the screen, I mean if you look at the top of the screen you can see they have a bot. That's because I randomly just ultimate middle, he typed up game and quit straight away, which then prompts the terrorist team to also quit after this round, meaning we did win 10-3 and they just instantly surrendered as soon as they could. So a very easy game to start off with, and just kind of goes to show how unbalanced matchmaking can be in terms of some games you get absolute gods who pretty much seem to be cheating, have brand new accounts and so forth, which you will see in this very next game. And some games like this one, you have some legit players who just call it a day and shouldn't really be at a high rank in matchmaking whatsoever. Not that matchmaking ranks are too much to go off these days. With the popularity of Face It, there's really no reason to play matchmaking in my opinion. Now, game number 2, unfortunately, I cannot show you because by the time I came to make this video, the demo had actually expired and I hadn't downloaded it already. But we've played some filthy cheaters. One of them especially, you can see, is the guy who's Overwatch banned on the screen. He was literally smoking mid every single round and opening down. Then if he went to B, he would also then obviously see it through the wall and be straight at B, shooting us through smokes again. He wasn't hiding at all, as you can see by the fact he was Overwatch banned shortly after, but a very frustrating game versus very blatant cheaters. Now, from that second game, I ended up losing my Global Elite rank already. Didn't last very long, did it? Only one game. But anyway, we moved on to this third game on the Inferno. I thought a quick win and I'd get it back. But again, we ran into cheaters once more. Now, there was only definitely one guy I can say absolutely was cheating, because he has also now been Overwatch banned, and if you watch my point of view, you'll see just how blatant he is in a few rounds here. So no doubt he was cheating, but this just goes to show the state of matchmaking at the moment. It is essentially like playing a lottery as who you get on your team, and also who you play against, whether they are cheating or legit. That player is Yagu, if you missed it. I did go to download the demo for this game, but unfortunately, by the time I did this, the actual Gold TV demo had expired, I'm afraid, so you won't be able to see it from his point of view, but I think my point of view is clear enough to show that he is cheating. And also, if that wasn't enough, he does also have an Overwatch ban now. So second round here, we are going to the B-bomb site, and the CTs have kind of bought Deagle armor for the most part, or just armor in some cases. Now you can see Yagu's first strike there, which is through the smoke. Now we didn't expect anything at this stage, even though their spams this round were quite exacto. It can happen, I mean, footsteps do exist in this game, so we weren't really thinking anything at the moment in terms of these guys are cheating. Just like a standard matchmaking game, we could have done better this round. They force bought, we lost a round. Fair enough, it is now 1-0. Round number 4 here, we do have a eco round here and rush apartments. He's perfectly placed and just get a couple of AWP kills, but again, nothing we can say is massively dodgy there, except for the fact that he completely ignored mid, but still not enough to really call anything a cheater at this moment in time, and none of us at this time even thought anyone was cheating, to be fair. So 3-1 in the enemy's favour. Now on this round, the dink down mid was of course by Yagu. Now I can't say that was particularly dodgy because I was of course spamming up mid. He was very exact with his spray, but it's quite easy to do that if someone is spamming you through smoke with an AK, so nothing bad there. He does then push down T-ramp in just a second and shoot us both, seemingly knowing where we both are, but there was someone in T-house, so again, nothing dodgy there, and no one is expecting him of cheating just yet. Next round, very quickly, we are just pistol wishing B here, and he is of course playing the B bomb site. Just an example of how he was in every single bomb site we went to. He was clearly quite often looking through walls and deciding where to go from there, or was just a very, very lucky player. few rounds later, we do want to just try and get this game over with. So we are rushing up mid here, and of course he pushes out our balcony, completely ignoring second mid, completely ignoring everywhere, and just mows us down. He'd been B the last couple of rounds that we went to B, and you know, basically just an example of how he is the perfect player. He knows exactly where we're going to, and just plays it perfectly. No fear of second mid whatsoever. Let's just rush out a balcony, face first mid with your whole body exposed to second mid. Counter-Strike matchmaking, guys. This was one of those games where nothing was working. You can do things that work in high level on Face It, but try and do it in matchmaking, you'll just get shot through walls and killed by someone running out completely blind and spraying. It works perfectly fine in matchmaking, but doesn't work anywhere else. So, you know, we're not having the most fun here, and we do just kind of want to get this game over with now. So let's leave that game there anyway. We lost 16-5, but the good news is that 2 people on the enemy team were banned. One, of course, is Yagu, and I'll let you guys guess the second guy in the comments below, and I'll let you know if you are correct. Now, this is a few days later. Face It is yet again down. You can see I'm very paranoid checking people's profiles, because we are yet again playing matchmaking to see if we have better luck than previously. So onto the pistol round. Now, I went into this game with a pretty bad mindset just because I think it's hard to play in a really good mindset in matchmaking because it is such a lottery at the moment with it being free to play. Now, bearing in mind, we all have on our team 16-year plus accounts. We all have high trust factor, yet we're still getting matched up with people with only level 1 profiles. Now, it's kind of mixed. For example, in a game, you might get 3 people or 4 people who have high level accounts and have year-old accounts with hundreds of games. But in the same game, you'll then have someone like we do in this case with a level 1 profile, no games owned, and you just wonder how he's even on the same trust factor as you. But that's matchmaking at the moment. It is a hot mess in my opinion, but we're off to a good start here with a score 2-0. And in fact, I'm actually going to skip most of this game and go straight to T-side. You can see we are 13-2 up. We're having a lot of fun on Discord. It's a really great game for us. We're just having a laugh and enjoying CS matchmaking like it should be. It's not a massively serious experience, and it's so much fun when it's not ruined by cheaters. But the problem is, like I said so many times, you can see I now have Gregson there thinking we're playing Face It. Ups a daisy, sorry mate. But anyway, you can see that my point is for this video that matchmaking currently is really quite unplayable, because if you get a game with cheaters, you are literally going to have to quit and take a huge cooldown, or just play through it and have a bad time. And that's not how Counter-Strike should be. And really, think about it, it's 2020 now. There are so many people that play Counter-Strike Go. It is, if I'm not wrong, the most played game on Steam at the moment. So why, how can Valve not justify having a premium service? They could easily just have a premium add-on DLC where you pay something like $5 a month. It gives you 128 tick servers, and it has a better anti-cheat that you have to download from Valve, and it gives you kind of a better protection. Really, it's inexcusable these days, and matchmaking, you just can't justify playing it. Get on Face It and play Face It instead. Even ESEA is better, however, I'd recommend Face It over ESEA personally. But yeah, my point is just that matchmaking is a complete mess, and Valve, you need to do something.